Well, it's great to be here, and I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate the team and the residents and all the members of the press for this very, very exciting day. It's been a long time in coming, and I look at Sean, who was my predecessor, and I look at Art in particular, and the members of the Board of Supervisors, and we've been working on this project for as long as I've been on the board and a long time before that. But first, I did want to recognize the members of the Board of County Supervisors that are here, and representing the Neabsco District, Supervisor John Jenkins, and representing the Potomac District, Supervisor Maureen Cadigan, and supervising the district that we are in right now, the Woodbridge District, and that's Supervisor Frank Principe. You know, as I mentioned several years ago, when I first got on the board, this is early 2004, one of the first things that the board tried to do was find a new location for the baseball team. It was a priority of the board back then, and it's a priority today. We've looked at literally at least a dozen sites over time to find a location. And what a site we have found. This is all due to the help of not just the team and the residents and county staff, but in particular, we really need to thank Roadside Development for this phenomenal location and this phenomenal center, the Stonebridge Center, that is under construction right now, and with another 58 retailers and restaurants to be opening up here on October the 1st. This is already becoming an entertainment hub on I-95, attracting residents not just from eastern Prince William County and the other parts of Prince William, but from northern Stafford and especially from southern Fairfax and even up into Arlington and Alexandria. So this is a very exciting day, but I want to leave it off to the person who, again, my predecessor on the board, the chairman of the Board of Supervisors at the time was Sean Connaughton. Sean was really the one who began to spearhead all of the efforts to find a new location for the baseball stadium. And nobody worked on it harder than he did. And then when he went off and we lost him, and now he's Secretary of Transportation, he has continued those efforts to find this location for the baseball team. And let me say this, that without the help of VDOT and without the help of VDOT in constructing the commuter parking ramp, this project would not be happening. We wouldn't be here today. And I can't thank him enough for the leadership, not only that he showed in the past, but the leadership that he continues to show on the state level as Secretary of Transportation. So without further ado, Secretary of the Commonwealth for Transportation, Sean Connaughton.
Corey, thank you very much for the introduction, and thank you very much for, even though I may have been on the board and worked with some of my former colleagues here to make this end up happening, it's really, we started, but you and the current board are the ones who are actually bringing this home and making this a reality. I do bring greetings from the governor, and I want to thank you all for everything you're doing to help the Commonwealth of Virginia. Particularly, I want to thank everyone who helped work on this partnership. Everyone understands that the 95 has enormous challenges when we come to issues on transportation and congestion. And one of the things that we'll be starting later on this year is the extension of the HOV lanes from Dumfries all the way down to Stafford County. As part of our commitment in converting the HOV lanes to express lanes, HOT lanes, we committed that we would find ways to increase commuter parking, to find ways to get people to use more transit, to find ways to get people to take advantage of this great investment we're going to make on 95. Part of that was looking for more commuter parking. In fact, our studies show that we're going to need approximately 2,500 additional parking spaces in the next 10 or so years. What we've been able to do in the last couple of years by partnering with Prince William County is to actually advance already 600 parking spaces. Later on this year, by funds being provided to the county government, we've been able to move forward on expansion of the Horner Road parking lot. But then the issue became, how do we find spaces after that? looking for structured parking, and structured parking is obviously extremely expensive to do. And we, though, were starting to work with the county and trying to find those places, and along came this opportunity, an opportunity for the state, the county, for the private sector represented by the Potomac Nationals and Roadside to come together and end up advancing all of our interests, and from my perspective, the interests of the Commonwealth. And this is what we're doing today and what we're announcing today. The Commonwealth, last month, the Commonwealth Transportation Board has already voted to put forward $15 million to help build a structured parking lot here on this site that during the daytime will be able to be used for the commuters and has easy access onto the HOV lanes, HOT lanes, both northbound and southbound. We can move forward on a structured parking lot for 1,000 spaces, and at the same time that those will be used by our commuters Monday through Friday during the daytime. After that, it's available to support the stadium, and afterwards it's there to support this development here, which we see all around us as a great, great amenity for Prince William County and all the people of Virginia. So we're extremely pleased that we are able to move forward and make this commitment. It's great for Prince William, it's great for the Commonwealth, it's great again for the public sector and the private sector. I give enormous credit for the Prince William County Board of Supervisors for having the vision and the commitment to make this happen. I know John and Maureen, when we all served on the board together, this is something we discussed then about how we move forward on the stadium. They have, with the rest of the board, with the support of Frank and obviously Chairman Stewart, have made this a reality. And we just give incredible accolades and congratulations to all of them. We're very, very pleased that the Commonwealth has this opportunity to partner with you all. I give enormous credit also for my staff from VDOT. Where's my Maria? And all the VDOT staff, they've done an exceptional job. Those of you who obviously have been following behind the scenes, making this project move forward, I was getting, I think, almost monthly emails to say, the project's on, the project's off. The project's on, the project's off. It shows, though, the people had a commitment to make this happen. So again, congratulations. We look forward to seeing this project move forward. We look forward to providing more transit and more transportation choices for the Commonwealth citizens. And we really look forward to getting out here for the first baseball game to see the Potomac Nationals, who this year are going to make the World Series. Right there, Art. So thank you all very much.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Woodbridge District. Welcome to New Woodbridge. I am Frank Principe, your elected representative for Woodbridge on the Prince William Board of County Supervisors, and I am truly, truly excited to be here with you all today to announce our combined interest in moving forward on the construction of a brand new 6,000 to 7,000 seat minor league baseball stadium and future home of the Carolina League World Series champions in 2008 and 2010. And while this is exciting news, I'm also here to pinch myself and to pinch others that this is not yet a done deal. There are several engineering and environmental studies and other steps, legal steps that need to be taken to ensure that all of the ducks come in a row and we're able to move forward and ensure this is an economically viable and a feasible project. This location here in Potomac Town Center, with the synergies between the retail, office, and residential that's coming online, and the proximity to Interstate 95, truly makes this a preferred location. And if you all were looking for locations for several years, you should have come to me a little bit earlier, and I would have told you about just how wonderful Woodbridge is. All that said, the stadium needs and deserves public comment. We have to ensure that the residents and the businesses in Woodbridge have an opportunity to raise their concerns, ask their questions, and together make this a stronger project for everyone in the community. Towards that end, beginning this fall, I will be hosting a series of town halls that will go from this fall up to the first pitch to ensure that everyone in the community has an opportunity to weigh in on the many different issues that have to be asked and answered as a part of this project. And I am looking forward to doing that. I am bullish on New Woodbridge, and I believe that this is a beautiful location for a minor league baseball stadium, and I'm looking forward to working with Art and Richard and Sean and Corey and so many others of you out there to ensure this is a success, and in addition to our quality of life here in Eastern Prince William County. And with that, let me introduce to you my newest best friend, who I know we will be working very closely together over the months and years to come, Mr. Art Silber.
Wow. John and Maureen, you probably have, I think, more of an understanding than anybody else here, just because we've been together for such a long time, although I'm much older than you guys are. So, oh, I am. Believe me, I am. Believe me, I am. But I can't tell you how exciting this is for our ball club. But I just want to make a couple of introductions, if I may. My son, Seth Silber, my daughter, Lonnie Silber-Weiss, my son-in-law, Matt Weiss, our general manager, Josh Olrud. Guys, just stand up quickly for a second. We wouldn't be here today, number one, if it wasn't a total commitment and a total family effort to try and make this all happen, including my wife and my daughter-in-law, Stacy, who are not here. I also want to introduce Mark Shalaba. Mark is with the Washington Nationals and our wonderful Major League affiliate. And I think everybody understands that we market ourselves as the future stars of the Washington Nationals. And I'll just take you back to a game about maybe a couple of weeks ago at Yankee Stadium where the Nationals were playing the Yankees. And those of you know that back in the late 80s, early 90s, we were affiliated with New York. And we had 13 players in that game that had played for us, including Andy Pettit, who was the starting pitcher for New York. Andy played with us, I think, in the 92 season. Today, probably half of the guys that are on the Washington National roster have played for us, either on our staff or on rehabs. And unfortunately, Mark, we've had more rehabs this year at Major League players because of all the injuries you guys have had. And I think cumulatively since we first started our affiliation in 2005. This also we wouldn't be here today, again, if it were not for the Department of Transportation and for Sean Connaughton and the state of Virginia, and their willingness and understanding, and Maria back there, who was part of all of the meetings, that the community needed desperately a new commuter parking garage. And Sean was absolutely correct, and Corey, in stating that the project would not be happening if it were not for that garage. And the staff of the county was incredible. Melissa and Susan, Melissa Pecor, Susan Ralch, and so many others. The countless meetings along with Roadside and with Richard Lake and Todd Weiss and Jeff Edelstein. Corey Stewart was incredible in being a driving force behind the scenes and on the scene to make sure that we all kept going. And when it looked like that we were at an obstacle, we had to get over it to the point of getting to where we are today. This is the best form of project that you can have. It's a project where you have total cooperation between government entities, the state of Virginia, Prince William County, very enlightened elected officials within this county, terrific person locally like Frank Principe and the other supervisors, and then a wonderful developer in Roadside and with their partners as well. We are the first job for thousands of people that have lived in this area since our ball club has been here since 1984. We employ hundreds for a game. Thousands have had their first jobs here. We have senior citizens who come to work for us on a part-time basis. We are affordable family entertainment in a physically safe environment. We are a center. We are a community center, and we are dedicated to functioning 12 months out of the year. whether or not it's the 70 games that we play out of our 140 game schedule, whether or not it's the ice rink that we want to put into the ballpark, whether or not it's a ski jump that we're looking at, Christmas lights show, a miniature putting green and so forth to do, and the concerts that we're looking at. We want to make this the social, the athletic, and the entertainment center of this community. And we're going to do it all together on a very fiscally responsive basis. So I want to thank everybody that was a part of this, everybody that made it happen. I want to thank my staff, who are all over there in their red staffs, for putting up with a lot of stuff. Some of you know that we had a fire 2 weeks ago last Friday, and it was just yesterday that we were able to get into some temporary offices in the midst of this horrible heat wave that we had to endure. But you guys make it possible. Lamar and Dottie Boone back there, who the president, run our booster club and make things happen for us and things that happen for our players. But most of all, this great community that we have been a part of now for so many, many years. We thank all of you. Thank you so much. And now, the key entity, the people that are making the land available. Richard Lake from Roadside.
Good morning, Art. Thank you very much. I want to thank, there's so many people to thank, and we've heard a lot from the speakers today, so I won't keep you too much. And the sun is just about to get over, so it's going to get even hotter for everybody. But we're excited, we're ecstatic to welcome this opportunity to Stonebridge at Potomac Town Center. My partner, Todd Weiss, I don't think we'd be sitting here today if Todd, and I think Todd deserves an enormous amount of credit for being able to bring a lot of his thoughtfulness and his creativity to this. And Jeff Edelstein, who this was his brainchild, so if there's anything that goes wrong, it's Jeff's fault. But I want to thank, there's so many people, and I want to thank the staff of Prince William County for their endurance, and not just the past, but the future endurance on getting this through and moving forward. Frank is 100% correct. We are at the beginning steps of our discussions with the community. And I want everyone to understand, you'll be seeing us and my team many, many times, because this is important to get complete buy-in. This is a project of the community, by the community, for the community, and the retailer lineup that we have coming to Stonebridge at Potomac Town Center is world-class, and we're ecstatic about it. These are first-time venues in this part of the country, and I think that we want to create the best front door we can. And I think the stadium, the commuter parking garage, which I think is an elegant solution to building infrastructure and how to utilize that infrastructure in a longer period of time. This becomes more and more a community of choice. And that's what this is all about. Creating a place that people want to live, they want to play, and they want to work. And they want to raise their families, and they want to enjoy themselves. And I think that we're seeing in this little 110-acre project that happens to be nestled next to 95 and one of the better communities in the entire country, is that this is an opportunity for us to finish the placemaking with the stadium. And the stadium brings an enormous amount of personality to a project like this. It brings a place for families to come. It brings places for people to dine before and after games. It gives us a venue to do concerts or other events as creative as Art and his family can be. I mean, I've heard at least 24 different ideas how to extend the life of the stadium, and I think a lot of that is due to Art and his creativity. And again, we are going to be here, we're going to be discussing this, and we wouldn't even be getting the conversation without Corey and Sean, Maria, and the staff of Prince William County, and Frank Principe. So I just want to thank everyone for coming out today, and just let you know that we're here for answer any questions, and we're all very, very excited about our new front door.